Hey everybody, it's Mars, and I'm doing a first impressions on a new anime. So I probably just uploaded a video like this, and this is going to be the second one that I do. So the new summer animes have started, and I really don't do videos like this. It's very rare. I think I've only done a couple. Anyways, there's an anime that I thought looked so stupid, and I figured I was gonna hate it because it was mecha, and I was like, ugh, I don't like mecha. I'm not a big fan of mecha anime. It's called muv-luv or muv-luv Alternative Total Eclipse. And I could be saying that wrong. I'm probably saying it wrong. Correct me down below. But it's muv-luv. Muv-luv. I don't know. Anyways, so it takes place in, like, I'm not even gonna like quote times or anything like that. Oh, there's something in my eye that's driving me crazy. I got it. Okay. Anyways, so we all know that anything that's sci-fi is so cliche about, oh no, the aliens are taking over the world. We are at war. We're gonna die. What are we going to do? Okay, so that story has been used and abused over and over again when it comes to sci-fi anime. And then sometimes there's scary aliens, or sometimes they have cat ears, or sometimes like, really? So going into this anime, looking at it, it's like your typical chicks with big boobs and tiny waists, and they're all beautiful and they're fighting, and it kind of reminds me of this other anime. Oh, what was it? I can't think of it. That only females could work this machine, but it just so happens that a boy accidentally touches one of them, and then he can also maneuver the machine. What is it called? Oh, I'm going off on a tangent. Okay, anyways. It kind of reminded me of that, but it takes place where it starts off and they're training women for battle. Men are at battle, but it's getting to a point where now they're having to train the women, and it gets really, really good, surprisingly. I was gonna give it a shot, and I was just like, ugh, it's gonna be stupid. They're flying around, shooting things, and it's gonna be lame. But surprisingly, it wasn't. This show is fan-fucking-tastic, and I am about to spoil it. So if you haven't seen this, I suggest just stop watching now. I've already told you that it's fantastic, and I hate mecha anime. So go give it a shot. I'll put a link below to the synopsis on myanimelist.com or .net. But I'll put a link below. But if you continue watching, I'm going to spoil this for you. You've been warned. Okay. So, first episode, I was like, oh my god, I don't know. First episode, I was a little skeptical on it, but the second episode, oh my fucking god! It made my skin crawl, okay, so the way that the first episode ends, they're going off, and the women are finally going off to battle. And then when the second episode starts off, it's like, oh, okay, like, it always happens when they're fighting, and then somebody always loses their control, and they're like, I killed him, yay! And then they see their friends die. But what happens, and I usually don't find this that very often in these types of anime, is that there's a backstory, and you're able to see that friendship build. Even though it was only just one episode, you were able to see the relationship build. Like with that girl, she's in love with this guy, and like they're gonna meet, and then he dies, and then you get to see her frustration and rage, and how she wants revenge, and how she finally is getting her revenge, and then bam, she gets killed, and ooh, I just got the goosebumps, where you can see the aliens that are like eating her. Like, I did not think it was gonna be that good. Oh my god, like I thought it was so good. The way it was just, I don't know, it was good. And I loved how graphic it was, and the sounds, and how gory it was. Not like Blood Plus, not Blood Plus, what is it, Blood C or whatever the fuck it was called, the remake of Blood Plus, or the spin-off, which was fucking disappointing because they censored the shit out of it, and I hate it when they do that. But this one, they did kind of like darken some parts, but oh my god, just like the build up and the feel, and then the ending, oh my gosh. Okay, so when they're like fighting and they're like, oh my god, they're shooting at a low range and they're flying, and then that guy comes and rescues them, and they like, you think they're gonna get away, and they're still going, and then they like end up crashing or something. What had happened? And it's like they crash, and the girl like gets out of her thing, and she's like, oh, you did so good, my mecha, thank you, you lasted longer than I expected you to. Kind of like she was like giving her mecha props, and she's like, oh, where are my friends? And there's like 2 of them, and that's when she crawls out and she sees a girl with the glasses getting her like guts eaten, and then she's like, hello, trying to radio her friends, where are you? And then you just like slightly hear her friend going, "Ah," and she's like, where are you, where are you? And then you just hear her like saying, Tasukete, onegai, and I'm like, oh my god, her friend's gonna die. And well, she's like, I can hear her, but I don't know where she is. And so she gets like, this is more like when she gets the light and she flashes it down, and she sees like the sound of like all the alien is just like ripping, and she immediately just covers her mouth when she's watching them eat her friend. And I was like, oh my god. And like, I got goosebumps. Like, imagine being in that position, watching something eat your friends. And then the friend that's calling on the radio, she can see her mecha, and that there's like all these things that the aliens are covering, and she's stuck inside, and she's like, where are you? And she turns and sees, and she's like, oh my god, they're gonna rip open her machine and they're gonna kill her. So she's like crying and crying, and she's like can't even like say the whole word, like please. And they're just like the build up where they're ripping apart piece by piece, and then finally they rip up the door that she's sitting in, and she sees her friend, and can you tell I'm getting excited? And she's like, please shoot me. And she's like, what the fuck? Like, she's like, doesn't know what to do. And she's like, I don't want these things to eat me. Just kill me now. And the friend is like freaking out, and she's like having an emotional break, and she's like, ah, and just starts shooting and shooting and shooting until she runs out of bullets, and then realizes that she's like, I can't do it. And she ran out of bullets and missed. And then her friend is just looking at her, and like a tear comes down. And then suddenly it's like her head is like from where the monsters are eating her. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, and then she's covered in blood, and a monster comes up to her, and it's about to bite her. And here comes like someone to the rescue. I'm like, if they had only been there seconds earlier, she wouldn't have had to go to bat with her friend. But oh my gosh. And then they flash forward, but to my understanding, there's a manga or something that this is an adaptation from something. But holy fucking shit, yes, this anime is amazing, and I do not like mecha anime, and this one, woo, I'm excited for. So I've been talking for over 9 minutes of excitement, pure thrill and adrenaline, because it's such a fucking amazing show. So tell me your thoughts. Have you seen anything else that has such a great story like this. If so, recommend it, because I tend to not watch mecha, and if there's anything out there that I'm missing and you think that I might like, comment below. But yes, so thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye!